Go.
Okay, it's Dooney. Fuck all you haters. Coke ain't it, and bitch get with the program. You hear me? Fuck ass niggas. You hear me? I know you fuck niggas out there. You hear me? I ain't gonna call no name, but you fuck niggas know who I'm talking about. And some of you bitches might be kin.
Listen, here's where the information coming from you helps. Because I told them from the very start, I'm getting the information from a client that the client knows. I can never be compelled to divulge that information to them. Because no, listen to me. If they ever came up and something ever came about that, oh, this is coming from Dooney, this comes from Dooney, this comes from Dooney. First off, number one, there's nothing criminal. You're sharing information with me, and I'm passing it on to law enforcement. That's not criminal. Number two, I say, contact this DEA agent. They contact this DEA agent. You know Dooney? I know of him. Okay. Is his attorney sharing information with you? Yes. That quashes it right there.
Because they're going to talk to him about the secretary. He told me, listen, say, look, just say, I know D got a lot of shit in his head, just to sell the shit like I want to know. Just say, he got a lot of shit in his head, but look, he ain't going to do unless you show something to him. Now, they already, like, when I gave them tracks to my daddy to give y'all, he know. You feel me? Yeah. You already know what they can do.
No, yeah.
What you going to do?
I pretty much told you what this guy from yesterday said. The attorney from yesterday said.
Talking about you got to talk to somebody out there?
Right. Because he said, it's not going to, he said, just us just going out there and telling them, even if we have the DEA guy call out there. So, from my perspective, it really doesn't make any sense then to have this guy tell the court or anything like that.
No, listen, Steve. First of all, the dude out there, he said that them people can do a written agreement and that they can guarantee something. You feel me? He said that's if they want to do it. Right. You feel me? Now, he said, I got to make sure that this shit don't backfire on me. You feel me?
Yeah, because what he's worried about, and this is what I was going to tell you, I mean, he seems all right. He knows what he's talking about.
Oh, he knows what he's talking about. He's a police officer.
But
just like you.
Can tell that the guy that he used to be partners with that's representing Rollins,
yep.
You can tell he's got a lot of respect for him.
Yeah, I'm ready to do. That dude is a big shot out there.
Right. He's probably the top.
But I hired him.
Here. Right. And yeah, but still, he owes
his loyalty to Rollins.
I
know, but that's why I told him do not communicate with him about my case.
That can't.
You feel me?
So, and I asked him. I said, "Well, have you thought about severing?" Because he was talking about how being black out in this county is not a good thing, and it worked against you, and da da da. I'm like, "Well, have you thought about severing the charges, meaning separating you two?" And he goes, "Yeah, I thought about it, but I need to do a little more work and kind of figure out what's going on with everything." Because I don't guess he's like looked at the case a lot.
No, he just got my
Right. Yeah, he said he just got discovered.
Yeah, he just got discovered.
No, I mean, I don't think there's any issues with him or anything. It's just
I sat down and talked to him just like I talked to you. He from Florida, you feel me?
Right.
He
said that. So he grew up in
and he was like, man, listen. He was like, man, let me look at this case. He said, from what I'm looking at is that your dad is what they holding over your head. He said, I don't know if this case out here is strong enough for that. He said, if I ain't got to get you, if we ain't gonna got to get in bed with them, don't get in bed with them.
Right.
He said, but he said, I don't did cases where they come in and they kill shit. He said, they don't have to do agreement, but if they want agreement, if they could do one. You feel me? He said, it's better in writing. He said, but as if they say they're gonna do something, most of the time they do it. You feel me?
Yeah.
He said he said, but your lawyer in Florida gotta make sure that him and this dude is on the same page. If he trusts him like that. He said, I don't know him. You feel me?
I don't have any issue with Phil. Now, I don't know what's out there, but just interagency, if because I haven't called Phil because I want to sit and talk to him. But if I tell him, look, this is what we need you to do. We need you to reach out there. Which, if they're trying to identify the source out there, it's not like Phil and his boys are going to fly out to California.
They're
going to send it to the task force out there.
Last time I was in here, he said that, I could make something happen out there.
Well, but what he was originally talking about, talking about calling a prosecutor. Your lawyer out there said that shit ain't.
No, I'm saying, no, he was telling me if he really wanted, and he was like, look, I really want to do this. But I was like, bro, you got to show me something too. You ain't showed me nothing. How about my dad case? What's up with that?
No.
Okay, he ain't called over there?
Oh yeah, I called over and left a message, and then she's got another prosecutor that works with her called me back. And I said, and I told her, I said, look, I said, I need to talk to her. I said, no disrespect to you or anything. What's going on with, like, what's going on with shipments or coming from south up to here, or I mean, what's going on with that?
I say, ain't nobody been doing it. Go. That dude told me. He said, they ever since that shit happened, he ain't been on. Ain't nobody been contacting him. Or they get what I'm saying?
Was your dad up there?
But listen, when
In California. I mean,
No.
last time we were here, that's what you're talking about.
no, I didn't take it.
There.
You talking about for that with me and him?
I'm talking about everything. I'm talking about.
Me and you ain't doing no talking on that. What me and you talked about. You feel me? This what he told me about my peoples. He say he got enough information right now to indict.
Yeah.
He said I got enough
He's had
information.
enough to indict him.
He said I can indict both of them. He said, but I don't want to indict both of them. I want to know the whole makeup of this shit.
The reason he doesn't want to indict him, but this works in your benefit. The reason he doesn't want to indict him is because then that cuts off everything, and it's going to decrease his chances of
Conviction.
well, not conviction. He's got nothing to convict him.
He said he got 65%. That's what he told me.
But it would decrease his chances of keeping the investigation going and identifying what's out west. That's the reason he doesn't want to do it. The only reason he pulled the trigger on that white boy is
Because he ran.
Because he ran. It was like, fuck you, I'm not doing anything. Wait, that's it. Otherwise, I mean, he had him talking. He
talking now, ain't he? I bet you he talking now.
He tried to reach out to him, and Phil called me and said, I'm not doing anything with him. He said, I can't trust him. He said, I can't do anything with him.
No, Phil told me and them. He say, listen. When he came over here, he say, you know we picked up that widow boy. I say, no, I ain't know that. But you already had told me. He was like, okay, look. I say, what he facing? Say he facing 30 years. He said, any of high habitual drug offenders, so you know they're going to bump it up. I say, yeah. I say, so what's up? He say, no, we're going to let him rock. We're going to let him sit a little while. Yeah. And then after a while, he'll pull his fucking gun. He said, I know for sure. He said, there's no doubt in my mind. When that 30 years sink in his fucking head and he can help himself, he going to fucking talk.
Dude, his girl called me in Philadelphia the day he was picked up.
He was picked up in Philly?
No. I was in Philly. Remember I was in Philly? Yeah. His girl called me and was like, well, what's going on? I said, there's nothing I can do for him. There's nothing I can do for him. I set him up. He was all set up. I said, I told you guys in court he needed to contact me. He tried to give me some bullshit. See what he's like.
Phil told me and then he said, listen, bro. He said, only thing I can say, he knows the makeup of this shit. He said, I just want to know who. He said, I want to know how y'all know when a motherfucker got that box. He said, I want to know who got the box. He said, I want to know how y'all know not to fuck with it. That's what he wanted to know. He said, I want to know how y'all know not to fuck with it. How y'all could read that fucking shit.
He already knows. You see it. We sat here together and told him, if you guys are watching this shit on the FedEx site and you see it's been held up at the local facility,
that don't mean necessarily.
Yeah.
I told him, I said, bro, first of all, when you put hold for pickup on a box, ain't no motherfucking body coming up there to pick up nothing from it unless he a dummy. At the office, at the FedEx facility, who gonna come up there? And you got no signature required on the shit.
Police come in handcuffs? I mean, I look, if I told you this before.
But Steve, he gotta show me something.
I agree. But I told you this before. If I didn't think I could trust him, I'd never even thrown it out there.
Listen, I understand what you're saying for as you could trust him, but just like when I was out there, I felt like I needed to talk to this dude, Theo, right? I mean, the dude over there, my lawyer. So I was like, cause I seen what was going on. So I say, look, I say, man, this what's the name? Cause I had told him, I said, man, I might have some charges or something coming up in Florida. I don't know, but I'm gonna let you know when I get back.
Right.
So when I came over here, I went back out. He was like, what's going on that federal shit? I said, well, come on, let's go upstairs, man. You need to talk. I said, cause my lawyer in Florida need to contact you. So I let him know what was going on. And he was like, look, man, I was an ex cop. You feel me? Before I became an attorney, he was like, listen, you might don't really want to get in bed with them. He said, because this is what he said. He said, you might don't want to really get in bed with them battles, but it's like this. He said, sometimes you got to pay. He said, you know out here, he said, you know, John Gotti, Frank Lucas, Oh, he say every big drug dealer out here, dealt with the feds. He say even the cartel. You feel me? He say because they the one balance things out. He say so. Don't look at it like it's a bad thing because they come in contact. You come in contact with them sooner or later if you stay in the game long enough. He say, but listen. He say if they just want information and no telephone, he said that's a good thing. He said, but if they want you to do something, don't do it. Which up, that's how.
Which up to this point, that's all it's talking.
Yeah, but that's good. But then later on, I don't need him coming back every time he got a problem asking me.
Nah, here's what he told me. His biggest concern was
Rollins. That's right.
And
that was my biggest concern.
Which is what I said.
Because he can't hold water.
Why don't you settle those cases then? Just so y'all aren't appearing at the same court dates and blah, blah, blah. That he knows he's already got a conflict. He said the day I said it, I knew I had a conflict. He said, and Rollins' attorney, he said, he's got a conflict too. He's in trial. He goes, so, yeah, that'll have to be there. He goes, but there's no way we're going to be able to set it for him.
Hey, look, man. K9 can't know nothing about that. If I do decide to help you out, you feel me? But he was like, okay, how we gonna do that? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but see, that's above him.
But then I was like, look, no, I know it's above him,
yeah.
But at the same time, look, if you do something for me,
but then at some point, K9's gonna find. I mean,
no, it's not.
How do you explain they dropping everything? He gonna take probation?
He gonna take any motherfucking thing to get out of California right now. He don't give a fuck if it was a year probation. If I'm gonna do some stupid shit like that, if I'm out there, it ain't gonna be nothing for me.
That's what I'm saying. How's he gonna end up with probation? You end up with nothing.
Well, both of us end up with. Cause listen, both of us end up with nothing. Then
I don't think it's gonna happen. I'm just telling you.
What? Oh, that ain't gonna happen.
Both of you end up with nothing. Asking for them to save your dad, save you, and save Rollins, who don't even fucking know what's.
Okay, well, listen to this. They solve the cases. Split us up. You gotta split us up. I'll take a year probation. That's all I'll take.
And see, I don't have any.
If I take 5-year probation, man, I can't do that. I can't do that, Steve.
Well, no, because somebody. I mean, they'll trump up some shit.
Give him top secret ass information on how to be able to read different shit and do this shit here, and then he tell me, oh, I gotta go out here and take fucking no. FedEx. The trafficking charge, Josh, the dude, and Pee Wee. He already know it was Greg, Josh, and Pee Wee. The lady said she seen a white male bring a box in there. She seen a little skinny dude with tattoos on his face. That's Pee Wee. She seen fucking a dude that looked like me, which was Josh. You feel me? Then she called and said, I just seen Herbert Bowder in here, the one that was in the papers. And then listen, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm gonna take care of that. What you want me to do?
Well, don't.
No, listen. I'm gonna do it. Listen, it's best that me and you don't have no contact when this shit go down. You feel me? I'm
talking about like going forward packages, whether it's coming from south
listen,
to north.
I talked to him. Listen, I talked to him.
I understand you talked to him, but I didn't know.
I already know what he wants. And what he wants.
But if they're not willing to give him what he wants, then
we could get.
Here's what you ought to do. You ought to tell him, listen, he doesn't have any idea about any charges he might have or anything like that. Right?
Who?
Ghost.
No.
You ought to tell him, you ought to get in contact with him and say, listen, DEA got in contact with my attorney. They're looking at some stuff, and that information could have only come from JB and AB. You've been fucking around with them. You need to clean all your shit out. Get rid of it. Anything that's got.
I'm 2 steps ahead of you, Steve. You hear me? I told him, I said, listen, bro. Do you know this girl, the secretary? I was like, I never heard of her. He like, she from Wauchula. You don't know her? I say, look, man. I say, if she from Wauchula and she named the secretary, if I want to know her, I can find her. I say, that's all. There is no problem. I said, but I don't know her. I said, but it's just like that if I want to find out who the fuck she is. You feel me? I said, but what it is? He like, listen, she's supposed to be the one that's a computer genius. Well, she's supposed to be the one doing all the labels and making accounts and all this.
Now, he's wrong now because I was in on that interview. Now, she's the one that's putting people in contact with California. That's what she was doing. He was told not to put people. She was the one taking the orders for the labels and stuff like that. She wasn't making them.
Okay,
So he was told.
She was putting
people in contact. Like she put the twins in contact. The white girl. She the one gave them the plug in California.
Mm-hmm. And that's what. And that's.
She the one know.
And that's
Chickaline,
and that's what we
Poppy, all them. She the one know everybody. She know them, but she knew them because they left them with her. That's the only way she could have been able to do it. She left them with her. And now she telling everything. She getting the bitches plugs and Poppy now. That's what it is, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, they already found her.
They just don't. They don't know who she is. They don't know. I mean, she was given the name Brittany through that white guy.
What is that shit till I know what he can do?
I'm gonna call him.
He's not gonna get. He not listen. Once he show me what he can do, look. First of all, he already know my dad was in that deal.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I don't give a fuck about K9. What the fuck he do with K9 or whatever. Just keep him out my business. Get a fucking lawyer out there. You tell him he got to solve the case. Solve the case. There's something new where it don't hurt us.
But listen, here's where the information coming from you helps, because I told them from the very start, I'm getting the information from a client, but the client knows. I can never be compelled to divulge that information. So, because no, listen to me. If they ever came up and something ever came about that, oh, this comes from Dooney, this comes from Dooney, this comes from Dooney. First off, number one, there's nothing criminal. You're sharing information with me, and I'm passing it on to law enforcement. That's not criminal. Number two, I say, contact this DEA agent. They contact this DEA agent. You know Dooney? I know of him. Okay. Is his attorney sharing information with you? Yes. That quashes it right there. Because they're going to put two and two together and go, well, okay, obviously he's not doing it if his attorney's sharing information with the DEA.
I'll do this for you, right? I don't give a fuck if they think it's true. But do me a favor, listen. When the information comes, it's just going to be a text message from a random phone, you feel me?
Looking for random text and random numbers, and I'm going to get a hold of Phil and I'll get a hold of him.
Just tell me and say, listen, you'll talk to me about the ghost. Talk to me about the secretary. He told me, listen, say, look, just say, I know D got a lot of shit in his head, just to sell the shit like I want to know. Just say, he got a lot of shit in his head, but look, he ain't gonna do unless you show something to him. Now, they already, like, when I gave them tracks to my daddy to give y'all, he know. You feel me? Yeah. You already know what they could do.
No, yeah.
What you gonna do? Look here, me and my homeboy, we gonna be at Gang Christmas Day, Christmas night in Sebring, Florida. You feel me?
All the way live.
We gonna be fucking with you, Drew. You hear me? Heavy. Me and my homeboys, MBT in the house. All the ladies, we know y'all coming out. You hear me? And we spending that money. And guess what? We living the single life. So guess what? You bitches get ready, because it's going down. You feel me? Christmas night. Be there, bitch.
Just to warn you, we will warn you. Just to warn you, we will warn you. It's getting hot, yeah, it's heated. Every charge you beat it, and the evidence deleted. The fuck nigga, the people. Niggas tell it and they get it, but they get the central bucket. Breaking down, shedding tears, Ricky, you a fucking puss. They seen it all and heard it all. This fuck nigga rolled on his dog. Old cool the cat, little fat rat, old snake ass, get more balls. Hiccups, the drop off, they knew all about that. Under surveillance, just stop and rewind that. The lawyer is grimy, double crossing through timing. But time's still ticking and they need more bodies. Tell me how they dropped this, and why they dropped that, or who you gave up to get that time back. You even told on that nigga selling dime bags. When you real mad, where your fed bags? You can have that, that ain't what I'm mad at. Trying to play a real nigga acting savage. Police work together, liking each other's status. Got niggas searching for dirt, calling me split the gas. But we ain't toting no dope, nigga, we toting ratchet. This the definition of